Hello, Sasha. I hope you're doing well. This will be some video feedback for Milestone 2, which is the animated web banner. And any point in the next 2 weeks, if you need to reach out, feel free, either text or email. Sasha, this looks great, and I don't want to get lost in the details before I compliment you. I like the arrangement, like the asymmetrical of this particular ad. The shells are like two. I don't see an animated version of the shell, though. You might be able to combine components of the shell into this, maybe a shell silhouette. You squashed the logo, and that's kind of a no-no. Can you imagine, say, working for a large brand, and let's say let's say you're working for Target, and you had to use their bullseye. Can you imagine what the reaction would be if you squashed the bullseye into an oval? It wouldn't read as a bullseye necessarily, right? Well, at any rate, I'm just saying that if you can, maybe in your final iteration, is make sure that this isn't compressed vertically. All right, small thing. I like your drop shadow. I'm wondering if it would be a little cleaner if you didn't outline the top layer of type. Maybe if that was just a pale gray, but maybe not. Maybe it'd be worse. And visually, I think you've got things fairly well centered. It's hard because the logo is asymmetrical. The crystals are hung off to the left like this. What I would suggest is making everything flush left along this axis. Okay, so in other words, line up a getaway from the everyday along this implied vertical demarcation of the canvas. And let me rewind it and play it through here. I see that you've been able to successfully animate it. I like the way that fades in. Oh, Mother's Day special. The address line comes a little tight to the edge, so I think in general it could be smaller. Use the same size type for all of this bottom line, but I think it just comes a little bit close to the edges. A web banner like this is really not too much different than your print ad in the sense that it needs some margins. On the web, that's called cell padding, okay? But in print, if you were using InDesign, it would be called margins. I like the pace of it. Maybe slow it down just a little bit. Focus on, know that you don't have to evenly, well, you haven't. Actually, some of these are 0.2 of a second. Some of them are a full second. Play with that. People like myself, I think, have a little difficult time reading it. It's pretty quick. It's a minor criticism, though. You've accomplished a lot. And this is the version I think I prefer since it is so unique with the underwater guest room. I know there's more I could probably say, but if I've missed anything or if I've overlooked anything, let me know. Make sure that you do screenshots of your process, though, because for the final reflection, you're going to need to pull together screenshots of your process, technical hurdles that you've overcome, issues with the software perhaps, and that will be knitted together with a narrative.